Hey everybody, welcome to the Hopcast.
Thanks for coming back once again, everybody.
I'm Brad Chmielewski.
My name is Ken Hunnemeder.
And we're here on location.
Yes, we are on Division Street here in Chicago at Small Bar, one of our nice little hot spots that we like to frequent.
Right, and we're here for the Three Floyds beer pairing dinner.
Yeah, Chef Todd Davies is in the house. He's prepared a little dinner that's been paired with most of Three Floyds beers, and it should be quite an evening.
Right, and it's 5 courses, and with a little special course at the end. Right?
Yeah, a little extra dessert course that's just beer, and I think you might know what it might be if it's Three Floyds related.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. So.
People normally aren't disappointed with that beer, so yeah, we're going to talk to some people. Phil and Chad and Ty are here from Small Bar, and
Barnaby's around somewhere. I saw him in there.
Barnaby from Three Floyds, and going to be talking to the chef, Mr. Todd Davies, as he's preparing the meals, and kind of catch a glimpse and see what goes into making one of these beer pairing dinners.
Right,
so.
and hopefully get a little taste of the food and beer.
So we're hungry, we're thirsty, we're ready to do this thing.
Right, let's head on in.
All right. All right, welcome back to the Hopcast. It's time to meet the chef. This is, ladies and gentlemen, it's Todd Davies.
How you guys doing today? Thanks for watching. We've got a lot of fun going on today, so I'm happy to be here and happy to explain kind of what's going on. So
Yeah, so
we're happy to have you.
Thanks so much for just taking a few minutes out of the hectic schedule there and give us a chat. But so we were talking earlier, and you wanted to know.
Yeah, basically I want to know what kind of processes impact your decision on what you make, what your thought processes are going into making the menu for tonight.
Well, I laughingly but seriously say I've got the best job in the world because I love food and I love cooking food and I love beer. I was classically trained as a French chef and but just kind of really found myself constantly drinking good beer and searching out good beer, and it's kind of my evolution's been kind of fun how it all kind of shook down. But what my process for cooking the food is, the first thing is that I have to drink the beer. Like I'd start with beer first because I drink the beer, and before I even start to think about seasonality of ingredients or what is in season or what's going to get caught up in because there's a storm in Alaska, before I even start thinking about those things, I start with the beer, and then I start to identify flavor profiles that I pull out of the beer, with like the big wet hop going on with the Alpha Claws, or with the the Pride and Joy, how it's just got that really nice kind of very grapefruity, citrusy kind of thing going on, or the Alpha King, where I taste more pine and citrus together combination. So I kind of really start to write stuff down as I'm tasting the beers, and then I enjoy them. So I kind of back up, I take a little bit of work, and then a lot of enjoyment. I usually don't get the menu written the first crack. There's a couple on there that I go, wow, what was I thinking the next day? So
yeah,
then
we have shows like that.
So then I kind of back up and then take a look at my notes and take a look at what seasonality, what's going on from it's fall, so do we want to play with some venison or some game meats or some lamb, or do we want to do some pumpkin or some apple, which are just absolutely delicious right now, or where do you kind of want to go? And if it's summertime and you're looking at different kinds of beers than you are in the wintertime, you're looking at different flavor profiles and different things that are available to you as a chef. Phil and I went to high school together.
Oh, nice.
One of the owners here in Ty, and I've known Ty since college. So we've all kind of been friends, and I kind of went fine dining, and they went into the bar business, and then they kind of started putting more of a focus on food, and I came to the bar business. So we kind of are both of us coming back around to the same spot, which is just a crazy passion for beer and for food. And a combination together.
And speaking of, where you're going off in your direction, we can find you at the Tap House Grill.
Yes, that is correct. Yes, we got 4 locations, so look us up, taphousegrills.com, and come find us. That'd be great.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna now, kind of get into the whole process, and we'll talk to you as you go through each dish as you're making it. Okay. But we're really looking forward to see what you got in store for us today. What do you got for this time?
All right, so what we're doing for the Amuse is the first course. The Amuse is kind of get your palate excited and kind of come in and get yourself ready for a wonderful evening of beer and food together. The first thing that we're going to do with the first course is we're offering a pint of the Pride and Joy, which is a really nice, again, hoppy ale. So for this particular dish, we did a little amusement. I was in Chinatown this morning. We bought little Chinese teacups, roasted jalapeno, tomato, and grapefruit broth that I've created. Wow! I got my Taylor-based scallops.
Boy, do I love scallops!
Oh yeah, they're delicious. And today, Nantucket. A little bit of salt. What I'm really trying to do is infuse the flavor. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of my broth, and infuse the flavor of the jalapeno, the tomato, and the grapefruit.
And that grapefruit should go pretty well with that beer.
It's going to go great. And this has got some really nice spice on it. We were just talking about.
Oh man,
you can smell
it's
that.
Jumping out of the pan.
You can smell that, right? Isn't that fun? So we're gonna poach these real quick.
Yeah, because those can get
cooking.
rubbery on you.
Yeah, get rubbery real quick. So we're gonna just poach them really, really quickly. We're gonna cool them down in this broth so that they actually suck up the texture and flavor of the jalapeno grapefruit broth. And then we're also going to do the same thing with some laughing bird shrimp. Laughing bird shrimp is a shrimp coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. It's a white Gulf shrimp. Absolutely very sweet, really delicious. So the sweetness of the bays, scallops, and the sweetness of the shrimp cutting against the hoppiness and the grapefruit and the jalapeno kind of ties it all in really well together.
Beautiful. Yeah. Good choice to go, I think, first with the mild ale. It's kind of an introductory. Very nice. All right, we're back. We've got Todd Davies here, and we're going to do just check in on him as he's doing some of the prep work here. Looks like he's cutting up some chicken.
So this is actually a poussin, which is a baby chicken.
Okay.
And I paired this up with Robert the Bruce, nice Scotch ale. I marinated it in a little bit of curry, a little bit of
I can smell the curry.
Dijon mustard.
Yeah.
A little bit of molasses. I think it plays really, really well off some of the malts, the sweet malts of the Robert the Bruce flavors. And the curry goes really well with some of the depth of the beer. The chicken's got a really kind of mild flavor, so it's really gonna take on some of the flavors of the marinade. And then right next to me, I have roasted red peppers, farro, which is also known as spelt, which is an ancient grain. Very, very healthy, really good for you. I braise that in a little bit of curry and roasted garlic and mirepoix, just kind of to tie it all together.
Are you using the curry as the more dominant flavor in this one?
Yeah.
Robert the Bruce is more of like a milder, especially for Three Floyds. You got all those big, huge beers.
Right. Milder from a hop standpoint, absolutely.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, and so I found that the curry is gonna provide some of that, kind of flavor that you would get that they often provide with the hops, but this is gonna really kind of play off some of the sweetness and balance it out and bring a little sharpness to it. And actually we'll pull out some of the malt flavor a little bit too.
Oh, perfect.
Well, goes really well together.
Sounds good. We're looking forward to it. I'll let you get back to work. What do you got going here, Todd?
All right, so I'm just getting started. Some butter in the pan. I'm cooking some chanterelles are coming up from British Columbia right now. Some Canadian chanterelles are absolutely gorgeous. Kind of unique when you're playing with chanterelles is a couple of things. One, I like the nutty earthy flavor of them. Kind of reminds me of the woods. So the darker you get the butter, you don't want to go to the Bear Noisette, but you want to keep it like a nice even brown butter.
Okay.
And then you also want to have a lot of butter because it's just going to help.
I can see that.
It's going to help really kind of cook the mushroom. I'm pairing the chanterelles with the halibut and some kumquats. Kumquats are like a baby grapefruit. They're very, very small, but I'm caramelizing the kumquats, so they're nice and sweet. So I kind of want to pull off some more earthy, rich tones with this. So where I'm going is a little bit of garlic, a little bit of diced red onion. I really like rosemary.
Okay, yeah.
But a lot of people, it's what I call a creeper herb. So it just keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. So a lot of people, a lot of times you eat rosemary and it's really overpowering. And I feel that if you cook properly with rosemary, it's got a great flavor and it plays really, really well off hops. And we're pairing this with the Alpha King.
Okay,
so,
one of our favorites.
Mine too. One of the best of all time, I think. So just a little smidge of garlic. What I do is we come back to what we were talking about with rosemary. A lot of people will just throw this in now, and it'll have an overpowering effect. I kind of want the nuance of the forest without getting too much. So what I end up doing with rosemary a lot, because it's with this butter. So now I'm just gonna stir this around, and I'm gonna infuse rosemary into this butter. Okay, which is then gonna coat my chanterelles. But that's it. So now I've got rosemary flavor, and you can start to smell it, start to come up on it. But it's not an overpowering. It's not that creeper, that creeper flavor where it just kind of goes. So then take some chanterelles.
All right, that's a good amount of mushrooms you got in there.
Yeah, we have about 60, a little over 60 people coming in. And you see that what looked like a lot of butter, really it's just ending up kind of nicely coating.
Yeah.
So this little bit of roasted potato, the candied kumquats, and the halibut cheek. It's going with the alpha cake.
Is the dish going to kind of play a back seat to the beer itself?
No, and that's the fun part about Three Floyds in general, because of their aggressive use of hops that I really enjoy. But no, it's actually going to complement the flavor. So the sweetness of the halibut cheek is going to complement the bitterness of the hop.
Beautiful.
The earthiness is going to kind of cut through some of the earthiness, and then the rosemary is going to accentuate. So I'm trying to hit you on all the levels. And the kumquat, again, with that citrus flavor, is really going to kind of play through with the hops. Just lay them out.
Yeah, that Alpha King has quite a citrus.
I was gonna say that's a match for me.
I find that when I do the beer dinners, and I'm cooking with beer, you either want to cut through it. So if you got really hoppy, you want something really sweet, or you want to complement. So like we were talking about with the Bobby the Bruce, where we're going with the sweet malts, we're going with something sweet there, kind of to the fig and the roasted red pepper. The sweetness is complementing. So you want to cut, compare, or contrast, and kind of. So there's the three. And sometimes, like on this dish, I'll try to incorporate all three elements into the dish.
Yeah. Well, I mean, things are come together here.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
I wanted to introduce a couple people who made this whole thing happen. This is Todd Davies. He put together the menu. He's here representing Three Floyds, so big hand. Really excited to be down here. Really excited to be working with Barnaby and Three Floyds. They make some phenomenal beers, which makes my job more fun than you can possibly imagine, because I have to sit there and drink beer to come over the menu. So I mean, my job is pretty cool.
All right, we are back. It's been a lovely, lovely dinner, and we're privileged to be joined here by Mr. Phil.
How are you guys?
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for doing the thing. It's cool.
Yeah. So, Phil, you are one of the owners here
I am.
at the small bar. So, why don't you run us through what kind of brought this together? Are you doing it in the future? What's to come?
Yeah, no, it's something we've always taken. Good beer and good food seriously. We do bar food, but we always try and do it a little better than you might get other places. And for us, this is kind of the natural progression of doing really serious food with really serious beer and kind of seeing how it works for us. We're definitely planning to do it again. We're going to be doing them quarterly. And what's probably going to happen is we'll do like a Tuesday night on Division Street, Wednesday night on Fullerton. So you'll be seeing them every 3 months here and then at Fullerton.
And then when's Fullerton supposed to open?
Fullerton's going to be opening early December, first week December we're shooting for. So
Yeah, things are rolling and popping, it seems like, with the brand new Fullerton location.
Yeah,
so
it's coming along really well.
Great to hear.
Yeah.
Wow, what a night.
Oh, man. We had such a great time. I can't even put it into words. The food was just fantastic. So
And the beers were awesome. Three Floyds beers. So.
you all know that Three Floyds beers brings it. So that was no secret. But tonight was all about Todd Davies bringing it together with a nice dinner that was just fantastic. So cheers goes out to him.
Thanks for Phil and Todd and Chad and Steven for stopping by.
And shout out to Stephen Freshnock for doing a little hosting with me until Brad could join us again. So thanks, Stephen, for doing that for us. And we really hope to see Small Bar doing this again sometime. And it sounds like it's in the future. So
Right, so follow their Twitter, Facebook, website.
all of it. It's all there for you. It's a matter of you getting down here to Small Bar and checking it all out, because it's a great place to be in Chicago for food and for beer. So.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. Woo!